Hello, everybody. Let me know if I sound all right. We are live from the Hive. I moved things around a little bit to try to make room to do this. So if I need to get leaning closer to my mic, then I will. But I am so excited for tonight. If y'all, as many of you all may have known, I lost my most recent mic mantis. Now mantises don't live long lives. They only live between 12 and 18 months or so. But these mantises, I got them in August, so they're probably hatched in June, or not June, but in July, because they were like third instar. Mantises go through different growth patterns as they grow older. They're called instars. Males go through 7, and the females go through 9. And each time they grow, they actually add another segment onto their abdomen, so you can count how old they are pretty accurately, depending on the species. Some species are different than others. Some species both only have 7 instars, and some species they have 8 instars, 9 instars. I don't think anything has more than 9. I think 9 is the most, and that's what our Chinese mantises have, the most common mantises around here, but also what my Asian giant mantises had. So, and those are my favorite. Now, nobody has Asian giant mantises right now. I've looked. I'm going to check back in with Pantera Pets here in a couple weeks. See if I can't get some Asian giant mantises. But don't worry, we did get mantises. We got mantises. We got new mantises. And I'm so excited about showing you guys because I haven't... they're supposed to be similar to like ghost mantises a bit. But let me look at my order here. They're double shield mantises. But we'll get into those in a minute because we got them here in this box. In this box right here. Right next to me. Before I get into the box, I just wanted to visit with you guys and let you all know kind of a little bit about what's going on here. So yeah, I lost my mic mantis when that happens, when I'm down to mantises. Now I have bred mantises in the past. I haven't in years. When I first kind of started, that's what I wanted to do, was breed mantises, and it's very involved. So I might get back into it. Let me know if that's something you all would like to see, because it is going to take up some time, and I need to be able to share it with you guys to make it worthwhile, because it's amazing to watch them grow and develop. Yes. All my mantises died. I didn't get any successful breedings out of this group that I got. Well, I did get a successful breeding. My ghost mantises, my adult ghost mantises, they bred back in September, and then she died and never laid eggs. Now they generally, after they mature and lay and mate, then they after that they don't have much of a lifespan left. But she didn't lay any eggs when she did, which was unfortunate. I did keep them together long enough for them to mate several times. Anyway, so I didn't have any mantises, and I can't have my hive with no mantises. It's just weird. It doesn't even feel right to have no mantises. I prefer to have multiple species of mantises, but today I just doubled up on one because there was only one species available, but they were neat, and I hadn't had them before. So we will continue. And I actually have my mantis laying back here on one of these shelves. It had a bad molt. So I couldn't bring myself to crush it, so I just gave a little bit of like a drip of water and just set it back there. Maybe that's a bad thing to do. I don't know, but I couldn't bring myself to crush the little guy. We spent so much time together hanging out. He was up here while I did perspective and talked to people. While I did live from the hive on Saturday mornings, always there, always part of the day. So we will miss you. This didn't hit nearly as hard as Midnight did, but I had Midnight a lot longer. That was my last mic mantis, my last superstar mic mantis. Maybe we'll get a superstar mic mantis out of these new species. They're a little bit smaller. They're not Asian giants, but we'll see what they do and how entertaining how entertaining they can be and how much fun we can have with them. There are so many of you here. 18 people already. That's wow. And Paul Camish. It's been a while since you popped into my live chat. I know we're on different sides of the Atlantic, so times are weird, especially like the time I do live from the hive and stuff. Lots of familiar faces. Dr. Mordecai, good to see you. Cosmic Kyle, D Parks, Beamsy, the Crabby Hermit, John Hudson, Secular Rarity, Carol, the 406 Atheist, D Parks. I think I might have already said that, but D Parks again, because that's how awesome you are. You're double special. Quill, let's see, yeah. Junk Shop Library, Cyrus Edmonds. Excellent. Scott Duke's here. I knew Scott Duke might show up because I was talking about this. Sir Little Wolf. Am I keeping you guys in suspense long enough? I'm trying to stretch this out. See how much we can anticipate. So the first thing I'm going to show you. Oh, Phoebe. Did I mention Phoebe? Because Phoebe's out there too. Hello, darling. Phoebe's needing some extra love from the Hive today. So love you, Phoebe. Good to see you in the side chat. I hopefully I'm not going to get stung today. Not get stung, not get bitten. No promises though, because every day that I handle venomous animals, that's a chance. So is that Tobin Templeman? Greetings, Tobin Templeman. Yep. Good. So the first thing I want to talk about is, here's this weird thing that happened. Okay. I like to experiment with communal tanks, especially for roaches and millipedes, different species together, to see how well they interact, how well they live together. So I got, when I first started my forest floor tank here, I got giant American millipedes. I got Madagascar hissers. And I got these domino roaches. Now, I never had domino roaches before. They were new to me. So I got them and put them in this tank. And the Madagascar hitching cockroaches I got other millipedes too. And Tobin Templeman sent me some millipedes that lived in there as well for a while. There's no millipedes in there right now. It's they've all died. So I think we need more substrate for millipedes. I've been considering repotting this with more. And we're down to there's just a couple of Madagascar hissing cockroaches too. So we might need to restock that as well when I find some hissing cockroaches available. I will be getting some more. But I'm thinking about repotting this to make it more millipede accessible, because I think that's been a problem. All the millipedes go to the same corner to die. And I don't know why. I don't know why. It's a bizarre behavior that I'm seeing, and I haven't quite figured it out yet. But off on a tangent again, as I tend to do, as anybody who frequents the Hive is well aware. I will tend to ramble about my bugs and my habitats that I've built for them. These millipedes are doing amazing though. The ivory millipedes, they just love it in there. Ivory millipedes are getting some roommates. Lots of new roommates. So anyway, I put the domino roaches in there, and everything thrived except for them, and they kind of disappeared. So I bought more domino roaches, and I put them into here. Put them into the smaller one with the millipedes. A lot of you all were there for that. I did it live, like I'm doing now, as an unboxing, and put them in there. These ones grew up. There's I think 3 of them survived to adulthood of these. But then I went, it's like, 3 adults. Maybe I could buy another generation, get some genetic variety in there, make the population more vital. So I bought some more for this order, and I have them right here. But the funny thing is, no sooner than I placed this order the other day, I was in here checking on everybody, and what do I see scurrying underneath the underbrush? But an adult domino roach. And these guys are a little feisty, and they like to run around a lot, but they look like dominoes. And last time I had one out like this, it broke away and it escaped. But this is a domino roach, and I like them. I think they're super cool. They are black with white spots. They are one of the most beautiful roaches. They come in an orange color too, with the orange spots. But yeah, these are different than the roaches that you might get in your home, though. These are actually a desert species, if you'll believe it. They are native to the desert in India. Desert and dry scrubland. I mean, they're not exclusively desert, but and when they're little, they don't have that pattern. They're more camouflaged, which is why they were able to hide in that big old forest floor tank from me for almost a year, because they're so tiny. And there's isopods in there, isopods. There are still some isopods. I need to get more isopods too. I think I'll probably collect some just outside though. Just get some vulgaris because vulgaris is a perfectly good cleaning crew for a forest floor. Both of these are forest floor. This one's more like a jungle forest floor though, and this one's more like a tropical forest floor with the foliage and stuff that's in there. But anyway, so we got some more of those. That's one of the main things that I ordered. They are going in here, and there's 3. When I started digging around in here, there's 3 adult domino roaches in this one too. So I got 6 adult ones all together right now. When I combine them together, I'm going to put them both together in this forest floor over here though. This one's going to be, I'm just going to do the Madagascars in here for right now. I may try something different in there in the future, but it'll probably just be another roach until I repot it for millipedes. I don't know how soon I'm going to do that. It's still pretty. I still like the way it looks. I just need to find things that fit it instead of trying to fit it to things because the hissers are quite happy in there. I did of course have the American millipede in here for it was about a year and a half. So it did live for about a year and a half. I don't the lifespans on them because they live about 5 years, but they're adults when you get it. So it might have died of natural causes. My camera's flickering. Sorry about that. It might have died of natural causes. I don't know. Just old age. But yeah. So we got some of these. Some of our domino roaches. They're little babies, and as you can see right now, they're just black. They look like isopods. A lot of roaches do like an isopod mimicry when they're young. So we will be putting those into there. So they're going to live in there. All right, let's see who's next. What do we have next in here? I'm just going to stick my hand in and pull something out randomly. Okay, yes, these are cool. These ones are actually going in this up here, and you all can't see this on this particular screen, but there's a desert aquarium. It's actually the biggest one I have. It's, I think it's 48 inches. No, it's 36 inches, yeah. 36 inches by 18. So it's a pretty big tank. It fills the whole window box up there. I'll show it to you guys sometime. But it's got my my desert hairy scorpion, my big guy, my big scorpion that I have right now. Had him for years, so he does pretty good up in there. That window gives him a sort of a desert climate. It has lots of sunshine. So for the basement, for the hive, of course, we don't have a lot of sunshine down here. Period. I have a lamp up here that I turn on for when you all, basically for whenever you all don't see me. It's a sun lamp that's up there that helps vitalize whatever arthropods are digging some sun. We got, of course, our reptiles over here, and then any live plants or anything. Most of these plants down here are fake. Because it's a basement, it just me a lot of work to try to maintain good plants down here when I have great windows upstairs for plants. I do have a ton of plants upstairs. Actually, they haven't been doing too good. They haven't been getting enough sun. Also, I've been depressed and not keeping a good schedule on tending to them. But why do I get off on these tangents? What I was saying about this desert vivarium here is that it has desert beetles in it, mostly death feeding beetles, but there's some darkling beetles up in there, and there's actually some roaches that have been living, some red runner roaches that have been living pretty contently in there that I put in there to feed the scorpion. But the scorpion eats when the scorpion feels like eating, and doesn't eat on our schedule. But these guys are going to be added to this tank. There's 2 of them here. They are called hellburnt diabolical ironclad beetles. You did not mishear me. They are hellburnt diabolical ironclad beetles. They look burnt. They do. They look like charred wood. I don't know how well that's going to portray on there, but they're lumpy and kind of they're black and with a little bit of brown on them. Looks like it's got a lot of personality though. It's all looking around. There's 2 of them in here. The other one's about the same size, but they are desert beetles, so they're going to find a home up in here. So I'm going to go ahead and put this back on, the lid back on for the moment. I'm just going to set what's going up in here right over here on top of our Nandu here, who is eagerly watching our unboxing. If you can see her back here, she's sitting right there watching. All right, and then we are going to... The diabolical part is my favorite. I don't know, ironclad. There's other ironclad beetles too. I love that name, ironclad beetles. Reminds me of the what I did a project on ironclads in junior high, and did this big model of the Merrimack and the Monitor fighting. It was really cool. So I've always liked that term, ironclad. They're basic desert beetles. They just happen to look all burnt. Just different environments, different ecological pressures. Look what it creates. It's amazing. All right, let's see what else we have in this this magical box here. Oh my God, it looks like I have a mullet. I do not have a mullet. For anybody just turning in, I do not have a mullet. I just got out of the shower. I was getting in the shower when the FedEx people arrived, because the FedEx people. I'm going to talk about that for a second, because you have to order this stuff, these overnight, for the live arrive guarantee on them, and that's standard in the business. So these are from Bugs in Cyberspace. I didn't even mention that yet. Oh my God, Peter Clausen, shout out to Peter. Always love doing business with you. They always arrive great. This arrived excellent with a nice heat pack in here, still warm right now, so they could have survived another night probably in a truck. I'm glad they didn't. I'm glad that they got delivered. But so this morning when I got up, I checked it because they were supposed to arrive today, and it said arriving by noon. So I'm on pins and needles all day, all morning, sipping my coffee, looking at the clock, peeking out the window. I'm on call. Even when I'm on calls, I'm peeking around the corner with my headset on to see if, because the FedEx truck, what they'll do is they'll just come up and hang the thing on the door instead of knocking. It's kind of irritating. You know, I've been there all day, and they've done that before. With live insects, you got to make sure that you get them that day, because there's all these stipulations to the live arrive guarantee. So, but I've never had that problem with Peter, ever. Everything's always arrived alive and healthy. I've never had that problem with Ken the bug guy either, but I guess Ken's not really active anymore, but we'll see what happens there, which is super unfortunate, because that's where I order my black widows from. Now I'm the Hive without black widows. I got a black widow home up there with no black widow. It's kind of sad. So if you live out west, you can send me a black widow. Just a pill bottle or an Altoid box. If you just cup it over top of them and swoop them in, there are plenty. Don't worry about wrecking the ecosystem or anything, because there's plenty of black widows out in the western states to go around. We don't really have them here too much. Sometimes in the summer you'll get them, but I haven't seen too many. Anyway, if you do want to send me something, I can definitely tell you how to send it. But this is another thing that we haven't had in the Hive for a long time. I got a picture right here, and I guess my bee is in the way to see it. I guess I can take it down for a second. But this was my whip spider. This sucker was huge and gorgeous, and I loved it. I had her for about... I'm going to hang back up. There you go. I had her for about 4 years or so, 4 or 5 years. Really cool creature to have, but then she died, and I hadn't had one since, because I was holding out for a D. diadema, which is the big ones. That's like this right here from Africa. They're monstrous, and they're really engaging. You can hold them and show people. They're really good educational tools. They would be something that I could do like I do with the mantises, and kind of have it up here holding it and showing it while I talk, potentially. But I haven't seen any D. diademas in a while. But I did see this on Bugs in Cyberspace when I was ordering. This is this one's actually from the U.S. This is a Florida whip spider. I have not opened this yet. Same body structure as this big guy here. And my friend Walker also has a pet whip spider. But there we are. Very adorable. This little sucker's going in a deli cup for now, though I may come up with something different, something more like one of these that I custom build out of old containers and stuff. But I mean, they're more than that. But yeah, maybe I'll do a build on one of those. That'd be interesting to see, huh? Do a build on how to turn those into. I like showing that to the kids when I was doing my bug shows. I like being like, if you want to collect bugs, if you want to have a pet that you live in a little apartment or something, get a container like this. Be on the lookout for like a jumping spider. Jumping spiders are excellent little pets to have. Little mantises, things like that you can engage with, that you can have in your room, just on a little shelf. But you want to have it be something little. I like the word charismatic, because something that'll interact with you, something that notices you're there, but not in a negative way. That'll try to interact with you. Jumping spiders and mantises are about the best for that, because they are really engaging. But that is our little whip spider, and it's going to go down over here. Well, actually, you know what? I'm going to put it right back here with this, because I don't want to string these all around the room unless I know they're on the lid or where they're actually going to go, and those deli cups are down there. I do have them set up, but I wasn't sure who was going to go in what. Now I know that at least the whip spider is big enough for a full-size deli cup, but we'll see what the mantises and everything else looks like. What is next here? The Jerusalem cricket. So I had the Jerusalem cricket up in here in this container, and I don't know if it just didn't get enough oxygen. I was trying to do this ship in a bottle style container on its side with the lid ventilated, and this one died. It also was very bad for trying to see it, and it died in there. I'm not sure what happened to it, but I thought I liked having it enough that I'm going to try it again. And I got this container set up for it. Y'all probably seen me use these types of houses before. These were designed for betta fish, but then I put a screen in it and ventilate it, and it becomes a nice invertebrate container. What I'm doing is opening up this Jerusalem cricket. My last one's a little small. I'm hoping this one will be huge, but I can't even see it, so I'm betting it's going to be a little small too. That's okay. Hopefully we can watch it grow. That is my goal, to watch it grow. All right, where are you, buddy? You wrapped up in the Kleenex? No, the Jerusalem cricket is not in here. It's not in the container. There was a paper towel in there, and there was some dirt, but no cricket. No Jerusalem cricket. All right, we will move on from that, and I will have to address that. But I'm not upset at it. Stuff like that happens. It looks like it was all packed up, and maybe they just didn't get the cricket put in there. It was taped shut. I mean, I just opened it and it was taped shut, so that's okay. We will move on. We'll see how it goes. All right. The next thing I have is another spider that I've had in the past. This one, yeah, I hope it's not escaped in there. The lid was taped shut though. It couldn't have been an escape. It was just it had forgotten it or something. Man, why does my camera keep jacking around like that? I think I must need a new camera. It keeps fritzing out on me. All right, but this, I don't know. I've never had one of these as a baby. The one I had before, this is an OBT. Orange bitey thing is what they're nicknamed because they're very aggressive baboon spiders. So the hive's been without a baboon spider since my last OBT died, and that's before I even started doing the show. Did it get raptured? That's a possibility. Anyway, I've had it. When I got one before, it was pretty close to an adult, and it was male, and it didn't live very long. Had it for about 2 years, and then it died. But it didn't act super aggressive to me. I never tried to handle it or anything just because of their reputation. But it never threat posed at me or anything. Maybe this one will be a little more aggressive. I don't know. But right now it's going to be very small. I'm just going to give it a peek because since the Jerusalem cricket was missing, I'm a little apprehensive here. It's important when you're unboxing invertebrates that you have an extra container and then a main container. So that's what we're going to do here. We're going to double contain this little guy. Wish there was a way I could stand up and show this to you guys. I don't know if you're going to be able to hear me or not. Let's see. Yes, bitey thing is yeah, because they're aggressive. They're hyper aggressive. I'm just going to do this down here, and then if everything looks okay. Oh, it's tiny. That's all right, though. I was expecting it to be tiny. All right. Hang in there just a second. I will show you guys our new orange bitey thing, as it's tiny and brand new, and we just got it, and it's so small. Look how tiny that little guy is. I am looking forward to watching you grow, my little friend. We're going to put this lid back on here and just let you chill right there. All right. Yes, an orange bitey thing, Paul Camish. Paul Camish has recently entered into the spider hobby. Paul Camish has what appears to be, to me anyway, and I, of course, will adjust my ID with, a proper, if someone else wants to identify it and make a different identification, I am on board for that. So he has a, what appears to me to be a Chilean rosehair, Grammostola rosea. They were very common in the U.S. for most of the early 2000s. Now they're a little bit more rare, but you get them. They were so available that you could literally get them for like $10, $15 in like local pet shops and stuff. Now they're a little bit more rare, and they run more like $30, $40 in the U.S. But he actually came. Yeah, I'm not killing anything. No worries. I'm just sad about my Jerusalem cricket at the moment, but I'm trying to power through this and stay positive because hopefully everything else looks all right. All right. Okay, yeah. All right, we have some more big fellas here. More big fellas. T is watching you, watching me. So check these suckers out. I'm stoked about them too. They are going in with the ivory millipedes. These are the smoky oak millipedes, and they are beefier, a lot beefier, but not quite as long as our ivory millipedes. I wouldn't say I think I'm over speaking when I say a lot beefier. They're pretty beefy. There's two of these fellas in here. Cool bugs. All right. Here we are. The adorable part is ready. Hello, little mantis. Hello, tiny little mantis. Say hello to the hive. Say hello, everybody. All right. Oh, are you going to make a threat pose? Let's see. Do you want to try to be a mic mantis? Huh? Go ahead. Climb up on there. Oh, you can be a finger mantis. Look how tiny it is. There you go, little fella. Right there. That's where mantises go. That's where mantises go. Hi. I'm so excited to have a new mantis. And they're so cute. They got big heads. Are you going to dance? All right. So, there should be, yep, more of these little guys. There's another one. I'm only keeping one on my mic at a time, though, okay? You get to, since you were just the first, you're the lucky little mantis. Yes, you are. So I'm going to keep talking, baby talking to these bugs. Smoky oak millipedes are beefy. That is true. Okay. This one I'm not going to open for you guys. It was a lot smaller than I expected. It's a lynx spider. And it is going to need some fruit flies. So I'm going to have to get some fruit flies from the local pet shop. And this guy was a last minute grab. I love lynx spiders. I've had them before. I've ordered them from Peter before and watched them grow and go through their life cycles. They get fairly big. They're a little bit. They're about the size of a jumping spider, but a lot with their legs are about twice as long. And they got little spikes on their legs, and they're bright green. But this one is so freaking tiny that I'm going to keep it. I knew it was going to be tiny. I was going to have to keep it in one of these anyway. So I had a couple of sizes of these, and I'm lucky I had the smallest size because that's what it's going to take. And even then, I'm a little apprehensive about it fitting through the vent holes. So I might have to take like some damp cloth or something and make or some kind of cloth and glue it over there or something. I'll come up with some kind of innovation to make it so this little guy can breathe. But we'll see what happens. He's so tiny. I mean, the mantis would grab him and eat him. This little baby mantis here. I know y'all are used to a big giant mantis on my mic. But for the time being, we're going to have little mantises until they grow up. And we'll see how big they get. But they should get pretty good size. This one's about, I think he said 4th or 5th instar. So they're about half grown right now. So that's our lynx spider. And it is tiny. Everything's been tiny so far. And maybe another adorable little mantis. This one's a little bit more green, it looks like. A little more green color to it. I don't know if you can see it or not, but it's on the back wall. It's a little bigger than this one too. But they're all cute. All adorable. Happy to have them in my collection. Got little homes for them all waiting over there, so. Spiky Spidey. Yes, they have little barbs on them. This is the main course, though. This is what made me say, yes, I have to place the order now. So they had something in stock. Give me just a second. That I hadn't seen them have in stock in years. I always check. They never have them in stock. And that's, they're seasonal insect around here. They do live around here. I don't know if this species lives around here or not, but the ones, or if it's the same species, is the ones that live around here because it's just listed just by its name, its common name. So I don't know for sure. I've seen these in the wild. Actually saw my aunt get bit by one when I was a little kid. I was fascinated by that happening. I wanted to take it home because it's venomous. This is the largest venomous insect in North America. It's a true bug. It's a true bug. This is a bug. This is a Lithoceros giant water bug. I do have a nice watery tank here for it. This is where it's going to live. You can kind of see it laid up in there. It's huge. I held it just a little bit ago when I was pulling the things out. It was one of the ones that was sitting right up front, so I did pull it out and hold it. I couldn't resist. Sorry, guys. So you're not seeing this brand new coming out of the scene. I actually held this sucker. He's got some pretty big venom glands too. He's ready to get out of this little tiny container here. I think I'm ready to let him out. Are you guys ready to see him get out? Here he comes. Oh, he's feisty. You hear how loud that was when he hit the desk there? All right, come here. So he's going to live back in here. He's on my lap right now. But, yeah, look at him. I'm going to go ahead and get him in the water where he can feel safe. Yep, there you go, buddy. Yep, he found a little place to chill like immediately back in there. So there will be pictures of this. I just held it right now in front of you, Junk Shop Library. That's how I roll. They're not super aggressive. It'd probably be more aggressive towards me now. It'd probably be more aggressive towards me now that it's in the water. Isn't he huge? Oh my gosh, the eyes on him. The eyes on him are massive. I'm so sad about my Jerusalem cricket, though. I'm sure Peter will make it good. I'm sure he'll send me one. Hey, Izuku, welcome to the Hive. We are doing an unboxing. We got some baby mantises, if you didn't see. If you're just now showing up, we got some baby mantises. We got some domino roaches, some gorgeous domino roaches. We got some smoky oak millipedes that are nice and thick, nice and beefy. We got a whip spider, a Florida whip spider, a whip scorpion, tailless whip scorpion. They are ambly pigeons. So yeah, that's the bottom line. They're not spiders, they're not scorpions. They're a completely different group of arachnids that are super cool. Just like the vinegaroons are a different group, just like the camel spiders are a different group, the solifugids. Just these ones don't happen to have a common name that doesn't say that they're a spider or a scorpion, which is not fair. But we got these cute little double shield mantises. We got an orange bitey thing, which Paul Camish is familiar with. Hopefully it'll grow up to be something quite gorgeous and beautiful to interact with. And yeah, we'll see what the future holds for the Hive there. I am going to have to work on getting that lid on there, right? Make sure that giant water bug doesn't get out and start skidding around the house, because that fella can fly. I was actually kind of worried there for a minute that it was just going to buzz off into the back of the basement and I was going to have to go search for it. But yeah, that was a great unboxing. So I got 3 mantises to house. I actually think that looking at them now that they're probably big enough for the deli cups too. I think that they'll be happy in those for a while, which means I need to make another deli cup up for the whip spider. But I was kind of wanting to make him his own custom container. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. I might put him in a deli cup for the time being, and then put him in a custom container in the coming weeks. Baby Mike Mantis. Yeah, if my camera wasn't all fritzy and acting weird, I would grab it and pull it up here so you could have a better look. But for right now, let me see. Actually, you know what? I'll get one of these guys out. Which one was the big one? That'll be better to see. I hope you're the same size. You're the big one. There you are. Not that one. That one's his. There you are. Come up to see Hive one more time. Sorry if you can't see it very well. They are very small. And adorable. And they will be so happy in their little deli cup homes for the time being. They are, but yeah, I need to, oh, Bugbot, what's your problem? I just handled the giant water bug without getting stung, and now you're going to come in and sting me? I see how it is. All right. Yeah. But other than the missing Jerusalem cricket, which I will message Peter about, everything went according to plan, and we will look forward to the delivery on that big fella in the coming weeks. All right. Let me see. Was there anything from the side chat that I want to address? Did Coyote Peterson get bit by a giant water bug as well? Probably. He probably did. He's been bit by anything that's venomous that won't kill you. I will give $5 to see the water bug bite me. Yep, didn't happen. Sorry. Yeah, that was a good time though. All right, so everybody, as I always say, please remember to be kind and take care, and we'll see you Saturday, right? Saturday, live from the Hive. I should have plugged that more, but we will see you later.